Good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Business with Dhaka Chargers. I'd like to thank Shahid Bhai and BCL for giving us the team sponsors the opportunity to highlight what the sponsors are doing and to kind of thank the sponsors. Today, Dhaka Chargers, as you know, has been around for 10 years, or a little more than 10 years. 2015 was founded. We've been, over the years, been sponsored by multiple companies. This is the first time we've been sponsored by Immiaid ANZ, a migration consultancy firm. We will have with us the founder of the Immiaid ANZ, Syed Farouk, who also happens to be my brother-in-law. Syed, welcome to the show. Before we begin, I think I'll say it again. I'm really grateful and thanks to BCL for giving us this platform to highlight us, Dhaka Chargers, as a team, and highlight you as the sponsor of our team. Welcome to the show, Mohammed Syed.
Thank you, Zakir Bhai. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Calling you with your nickname.
Yeah, you are quite familiar with
It's a
the
bit
nickname,
given
right?
that we've
Yeah.
known each other for
Okay.
many years. Yeah.
Right, right.
Syed, look, we will try to keep it interesting, keep it short and sweet for the viewers here. As you know, you obviously know the cricket scene in Sydney. It's very intense. It's very competitive. It's people take it really seriously here. You've lived in Sydney, so you've played a little bit as well. I know.
Yeah.
So maybe before, as a starter, give us a brief rundown of what you do, what Immiaid ANZ does, so our viewers can understand your offerings.
All right. So, first of all, thanks to you, Dhaka Chargers, and the BCL as well for the opportunity to allow me to talk about this and our company as well. Immiaid ANZ is a migration consultancy. We have been in this business since 2017. And yeah, we have been providing all sort of migration support. By the way, we are based in Melbourne. So yeah, as you were saying, I used to live in Sydney pretty much all my life, you can say, since 2004. So yeah, then we moved to Melbourne, and our headquarters is based in Werribee in Melbourne. So we have been providing all sort of migration support. So what usually happens is, let's say, once a student, from a student point of view, like once a student comes to Australia, so there are a lot of agencies and companies and businesses who are actually supporting students to come to Australia. But what I try to do is I try to give them the support once they are here in Australia. They feel quite a bit lost, and they even starting from opening a bank account to until the end of their journey. There are a lot of hurdles, but you should know it better. We had to go through the same. So I always put myself into their situation, and try to sort this out other than just providing migration support. So yes, so আমাদের migration support, সব রকম migration support, education support, we have everything, and we have been covering almost all sort of visas and applications and cases. Yeah. So you will be getting like a one-stop solution once you are with us. Yeah.
So the whole end to end.
Yep. So I have clients যাদের দেখা গেছে একটা সময় I did their education admission, then their visa to come to Australia, then তারা আসছে, তাদের PR করা হইছে, then তাদের citizenship হয়ে গেছে, then they decided to get married, they got married back in Bangladesh, then তাদের পার্টনারের স্পাউস ভিসা সেটাও আমার করা হইছে. So it's like a complete journey, একটা long একটা journey. Yes.
So starting from being a student to actually settling down in Australia.
Yes. I have clients who have been with us like for last 7-8 years. With all these family visas and other things. For their parents and all those. Yeah. Right.
So it does sound like you provide the service that you provide. It's more like something to kind of tie them into, like just basically to support them throughout the process. As you're right,
Absolutely.
Daniel,
Yep.
you've been through that tough period. Sometimes you just need that advisor, right, to help you through that journey.
Exactly. Exactly.
What you
হুম।
are providing.
বিকজ এখানে স্টুডেন্ট গুলা ওরা আসলে অনেক ছোট, অনেক বাচ্চা।
Yes.
ওদের আসার পরেই যেটা হয় কি, আমি মোস্ট অফ দ্য কেসেসে যেটা দেখছি যে ওরা মিসগাইডেড হয়ে যায়। কিছু বড় ভাই, কিছু বন্ধু, হ্যাঁ, তারা হচ্ছে গিয়ে একটু
Yes.
মিসগাইডেড করে ফেলে, যে জায়গাটা একটা প্রফেশনাল গাইডেন্স প্রবাবলি ওদের দরকার। ইট কুড বি মি, ইট কুড বি এনি আদার মাইগ্রেশন এজেন্ট, বাট it has to be a professional support, just casual conversation. Nah, it shouldn't be like that, because it's a very important journey for anyone, isn't it?
100%. Look, stepping back a little bit then. So yeah, thank you for providing a background of what the service is about and what you're providing to customers. And I'm guessing it's more um, anyone from sitting in Dhaka to Sydney to Perth to Melbourne, whether it's Bangladeshi, not Bangladeshi, doesn't really matter. But I guess your specialization is Australian migration. Have I got that right? Okay. Look, in terms of, because I know, and we've discussed this before as well, you also do support the community in other areas when it comes to arts, culture, people coming here doing concerts. So I know that. I'll let you talk a bit more about it. So maybe a two-pronged question for you. One is what sort of like sponsorship you've done? Maybe elaborate a little bit. And also, what's the thinking behind, I guess, supporting, I guess, Sunday cricket team, a Sunday cricket team, or community cricket? And what gets you interested in supporting us based in Sydney?
So first of all, the support that we provide in the entertainment industry, we have been working in this entertainment industry for last, I think 3 years or 4 years, something like that. And I remember we started with Sabina Yasmin from Bangladesh. So unar kaj diye shuru, tarpore we have done some big names, like quite a big name. Solser kaj kora hoise. Then we have done Anupam Roy from India. And recently, very recently, I think Sydney te tader first shota gelo, first time in Bollywood. This lady is called Palak Muchal. I never heard of her name before though, but she's a playback singer from India. So another catch kora hoise. So that is actually our type of sponsorship, the support that we provide with the visa assistance, because when they usually come, they come with a very big team. You know, there are like 14 people, 18 people, sometimes 6 people, 8 people. You know, it's always a big group, and we provide the support for their visa applications, you know, for the bands from Bangladesh and solo singers. As I said, now the second thing is, as you were saying, why in cricket? First of all, what I have seen in Sydney cricket is it's no longer just a Sunday cricket. I mean, the way you all are serious about it, it doesn't feel like it's just a Sunday cricket. You know, it looks a bit more than that. Yeah. So cricket to সবসময় একটা প্যাশন না, আমাদের বাংলাদেশের তো আমাদের ব্লাডের মধ্যেই ক্রিকেট। And আমি তো কয়েকদিন, তুমি তো তোমার মনে আছে, I used to play Sydney Predators এ কয়েকদিন খেললাম।
Yes. Of Sydney Predators.
Right. So I used to play for, I think it wasn't that long. Right. So it wasn't that long.
So yeah.
Yeah, so it's you can say it's actually out of passion. You know, when we had the conversation about this, the sponsorship and everything, I really liked it, and we had the opportunity to do it, and we just did it. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Do you question here? Do you follow any of the games? I know I give you updates. So sometimes I give you updates. I send you links of scores of how Dhaka Chargers is doing, because I always wanted you to sponsor us, and finally got you. So do you follow from time to time?
To be honest, if you remember, Zaki bhai, tomader koekta match, I used to go to the ground and watch. You remember that? But back then, I used to live in Sydney. It was pretty easier for me to just go and watch. but watching from here or following from here is a bit difficult. But that's why I was asking Shahid bhai when the tournament is starting, because we are traveling Sydney for the Easter holidays, and I was wondering if there is any match around that time. I would love to visit. But
There will definitely be some practice games. I'll take you to the ground. It's not too far from here, from where
sure,
we
I would love
where
to. I would love to visit. Yeah.
Um, on another note, on just to extend that conversation, why Dhaka Chargers? Because there are other teams that you could have sponsored. And don't tell me it's because of me.
Yeah, actually, that's the answer.
I would like to think you would say because
No, actually, I know. I closely know you guys, Dhaka Chargers and Sydney Predators, and Sydney Dhaka Chargers. It's not just you. I know your other team members as well. Most of them I know
yes,
from like the yeah. Sydney Predators, I barely know anyone. They all are new.
the
So
top tier Asif Adnan and the rest are
Asif is the only one. Yes, Asif is the only one from our time.
Network Bhai
Otherwise,
in the squad, I think.
oh, does he still play?
On and off. I haven't played with him this season yet, but yeah,
Okay,
he's in the squad.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So that to be honest, that's the reason. So
Yeah.
the connection, yeah.
Connection, yes. I was thinking you would say, well, we were finalists from last year, so maybe we will change our luck and make hopefully this year we'll
I'm
try.
I'm glad to know that.
Yes.
Okay.
Just to kind of going back to the your Immiaid ANZ, maybe talk a little bit about the current setting. Like a lot of our viewers are actually international students, or maybe some of them are sitting in Bangladesh right now, thinking of moving to Australia. Maybe some of them are on the verge of finishing their degree now, thinking what is the next step, because ultimately everyone wants to find a way to either prolong their education life, maybe do a master's, maybe settle down here as become a permanent resident. What is the, I guess, the general mark theme and what's happening? I guess if you could give us a quick rundown of where the policy is at in terms of migration.
Look, there are various aspects, so let's keep it within the student arena, okay?
Yeah.
Because I feel like most of the viewers are students and sort of like that. So স্টুডেন্টদের ক্ষেত্রে আমি একটা কথাই বলবো যে গাইডেন্স ইজ রিয়েলি ইম্পর্টেন্ট, অ্যান্ড বাংলাদেশ থেকে কেউ যদি আসার চিন্তা করেন বা করছেন আপনাদের, আই উড ফার্স্ট সে যে কোন সাবজেক্টটা পড়লে পিআর ভালো হয় এর চেয়ে ইউ ফার্স্ট নিড টু থিঙ্ক which are the subjects that you really enjoy studying. That's the first thing. Then you bring PR in your mind. That's not a problem. But এমন একটা কিছু যেটা ইউ ডোন্ট ইভেন এনজয়, ডোন্ট ইভেন লাইক, ওইটা জাস্ট পিআর এর জন্য পড়তে আসতেছেন, এইটা আসলে আই ডোন্ট নো কতটুকু এনজয় করবেন। আর সেকেন্ড থিং হলো যে এখানে এসে it's a very important journey. If you plan to live here permanently, then আপনার প্ল্যানিং গুলো অ্যাকর্ডিংলি হওয়া উচিত। হ্যাঁ, যে আপনি কি স্টেপ গুলো নিচ্ছেন, কোন সাবজেক্টে পড়ছেন, দেন সোজা কথা, you need a mentor. Actually, you need a mentor because things are getting tougher. But then again, that's how Australian migration industry is. আমি last 22 years ধরে খুব closely I'm monitoring, I'm watching this all these ups and downs, and what I have noticed is it has always been like that. It was never like কি বলবো যে খুব ইজি কোনো পাথওয়ে কখনোই ছিল না। It has always been challenging, it will always be challenging. So what I always tell to my clients, আমি এটা আপনাদেরকেও বলবো যারা এটা দেখছেন, যে the ones that are really good in English, they will make their way. এটা সবসময় মনে রেখেন যে এইটার কোনো ইজি গেটওয়ে খোঁজার চেষ্টা করেন না। ইউ হ্যাভ টু মানে গো থ্রু দিস, অ্যান্ড এইটাতে যারা ভালো, ইউ উইল সামহাউ মেক ইউর ওয়ে। আর এইখানে যারা উইক, তাদের জন্য স্ট্রাগলটা অনেক লম্বা হবে, বিকজ I know people who have been here for last 10-12 years who still couldn't make their way. আবার আমি এমনও আমারই ক্লায়েন্ট আছে যারা এখানে এসে মানে 2 বছরের মাস্টার্স করতে এসে প্রথম বছর পড়া শেষ করার সাথে সাথে তাদের পিআর এর ব্যবস্থা হয়ে গেছে, they got their invitation and all. How they got it, that's a different thing, but so there are cases. So you need to be on like spot on to, when it comes to English and things. So that's pretty much it. The easy shortcut খোঁজার চেষ্টা করেন না. So that's my only advice.
Yeah.
So
Very interesting with the advice, because I think I it's aligned, and like drawing on from my own personal experience, I think you're right. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the visa rules are. You come here, you study that something that you enjoy doing, set yourself up for your career. Visas or permanent residency you will find a way to get there.
absolutely.
Getting your as you said, basically learn the language that's primary here. Maybe branch yourself out, right? Meet up with people from other cultures and all of that. Interestingly, I'll maybe share a small story, and maybe you can use it with your clients. I have a very close friend who also plays community cricket, so I'm not going to name him here. He wasn't very good in English when he arrived here. He literally wasn't very good in English. The way he learned English was he bought a whole stack of Dragon Ball Z DVDs, bought a DVD player, and watched every single episode of Dragon Ball Z with subtitles in it.
Wow.
So after 2 months of doing that, you obviously he's passed with flying colors, universities, citizen, and everything. So maybe a small encouragement for everyone. Just maybe try. If you try keep working at it, you will get there. And there's no point stressing about what's happening in the world and all of that. You do what you do, put your best foot forward, and results will come. And this is true with business, with immigration, with cricket, in life in general.
Absolutely.
Mahmoud, one other thing, or Syed, I should say, one other thing I would like to ask. So you've obviously talked about the services you provide, and like obviously you support in the entertainment industry. You're going to support the community cricket industry and community cricket in Sydney and hopefully in other states. So in terms of the service you provide, right, there are, as you know, there are many different migration agents in Australia. There's probably there's enough, right? But what do you think sets you apart?
Look, there is one thing. When I have a consultation with any client of mine, there is always a first one-on-one consultation before I onboard anyone. Before anyone on board with us, we have a one-on-one consultation. And you know what I tell them? I always tell everyone that, you spoke to me, you better speak to 2 other migration agents at least. You compare who you are comfortable with and who you wish to go ahead with. So it's always like that. I mean, personally, I won't say I'm the best, but I am probably the best for the ones that are our client, right? So, but jara amar sathe comfortable. So, আমি এখনো একই কথাই বলবো যে কখনোই এই ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে বা it's a very important journey for you. This migration journey and all. It's very important journey for you, and you shouldn't be relying on one person, at least on board হওয়ার আগে you speak to 2-3 migration agents and whoever you are comfortable with, যার কথা শুনে আপনার ভালো মনে হবে, ভালো লাগবে, and আপনি confidence, most importantly, you will be confident with, তার সাথে you should go ahead. এখানে I don't want to brand myself, I don't want to sell myself, rather you analyze or you research your market.
Do your own research and pick who's best for you.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, I think the individuals that you're dealing with migration services is what's most important.
Yes.
Mahmoud, I think we are on time. I'll let you finish, but just before I finish, I'll probably just like to thank our sponsors over the years. Last year we had Academia Global, another migration agency. It's obviously sponsored by a friend and a player of Dhaka Chargers. Really grateful to them. Even before that, we've been sponsored by multiple companies like catering companies. There were Sydney's Puchkawala, I think, Picnics and Beyond, and multiple others. So I'd like to thank and acknowledge everyone to kind of support us, Dhaka Chargers, over the years. Would like to thank BCL. They've done a great job in providing, I guess, everyone this platform, to showcase our sponsors. This is, I think, I'm pretty sure this is the first time this has happened where an organizer has actually given the team sponsors not the tournament sponsors, but the team sponsors as well, the platform to be able to showcase what they do. Because I think it really widens, right, the reach that the sponsors will have. So before we finish, Syed, I would like to just ask you one last message for Dhaka Chargers and for BCL.
First of all, thanks to you and BCL as well, because I never came across such experience before. While we are sponsoring, we are having a podcast or something like this. So I would like to thank BCL and Dhaka Chargers both for giving us the opportunity to talk. And BCL, the overall tournamented jonnoi best wishes, and especially best wishes to Dhaka Chargers, 3 times finalist, inshallah ebar champion হয়তো হয়ে যাবেন
Finalist, runner up from last year.
Oh, right. Okay, right. So এবার ইনশাআল্লাহ something better হয়তো আশা করা যেতে পারে, হ্যাঁ? So that's pretty much it. আর সবার জন্য best wishes, full BCL team, all the players, all the teams, all the players.
Thank you so much. And on that note, I'll also let you know that all the games are actually live telecast. So Shahid Bhai is amazing in terms of every single game, not just selected games, is telecasted live. So I'll make sure that I've shared those with you, so you can actually watch.
That's really good to know.
Sometimes on a Saturday, so you just sit at home on your couch and watch us play and support us.
Sure.
On that note, I think we will wrap up. Thank you so much, Syed, for your time. And to the viewers, thank you for watching.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Bye.
Allah Hafiz.